They have deliberately lied to our African students in schools not to know anything about their own history, about their ancestors. They lied. They say that the Sumerians, that is, the people in Mesopotamia, are the first civilized people. But the earliest thing found in Mesopotamia is just 2600 BCE, whereas the earliest political dynasty in Egypt is 3100 BCE. We have found evidence in the graves of a pharaonic dynasty in Tarseti, a place in Nubia, where 12 pharaohs reigned before the first Egyptian dynasty. The Greek and the Roman philosophers never went to Mesopotamia to study. Instead, they came to Africa to receive their first education. Pythagoras, the one that they call the father of mathematics, spent 22 years learning mathematics from African priests in African spirituality in Egypt. In the year 387 BCE, in his school, the Platonic Academy, Plato, the Greek philosopher, advised his students to seek knowledge from African Kemetic priests in Egypt and Ethiopia if they truly want to study the origin of the universe. None of the Europeans or foreign visitors ever recommended Mesopotamia as a place for knowledge. The Greek historians Herodotus and Diodorus Siculus marveled at the Egyptian and Ethiopian civilization. In fact, Diodorus declared in 60 BCE that the Egyptians are Ethiopians sent out as colonialists, while Osiris was the leader of the colony. The story of the Anunnaki in Mesopotamia was in fact stories similar to ancient African Egyptian civilization that predated the Sumerian civilization. European scholars gave credit to our African ancestors. They have asserted long ago when they said that these Negroids, who are now the object of our contempt, are actually the makers and the masters of our arts and sciences. I tell you, people of the sun, we are the architect of the universe. We developed the first calendar, which is the solar calendar, 10,000 years before the Sumerian calendar. Julius Caesar in 45 BCE took the Egyptian calendar from his girlfriend in the person of Cleopatra, who then was the queen of Kemet. She gave Julius Caesar this solar calendar, which is also called the Egyptian calendar, because Rome was having an inaccurate calendar. Our forefathers have already started the school of astronomy by systematically studying the movement of the moon and the stars. Imhotep have already established the first medical school in Memphis in Egypt 2,000 years before Hippocrates was born. Hippocrates, who is seen today as the father of medicine, came to study medicine in Egypt and saw medicine already taught by Imhotep. Imhotep is the first physician, the first medical doctor, the builder of the first pyramid around 2780 BCE. He built it for his pharaoh in the person of Pharaoh Djoser around the 3rd Egyptian dynasty. Hippocrates saw the oath of Imhotep written on Egyptian medical papyri. He copied it and named it the Hippocratic Oath. And yet our African youth who are reading or studying medicine have failed to question the origin of medicine.